Tell me.
And Simon.
Sorry?
Simon said,
Simon says. Yes.
yes.
Yes, of course. Okay, guys, let's start then with grammar class. And do you remember which was the last topic that we were discussing in grammar? Which was the last topic? Do you remember it?
The words that are at, and the.
Yes, we were talking about articles, right? And today, right, we will continue talking about part of speech. But in this time, we will be talking about adverbs. Do you know what is an adverb? Do you know what is an adverb, guys? ¿Saben qué es un adverb?
Yeah. Verbio.
Yes, of course. And what we use adverb for? Do you know? How we're gonna use it? Do you know? So I'm gonna show you this presentation, right? In order you to get a better idea about what is an adverb. Yes? Can you read what we have here?
Adverbs.
Yes, right. That's the topic that will be discussing today, right? And here we have actually the definition about what about a number is. I'm gonna ask to Maria Jose to read the definition about what is an adverb.
What is an adverb? An adverb,
Now,
an adverb is a word that usually describes a verb.
stop
Verbs
there. So,
tell.
an adverb, right? It's a word that usually describes a verb, right? We're gonna use adverbs in order to describe what? Verbs.
A
Right?
verb.
Yes, of course. So, and then adverbs tells how, when, or where an action happens, right? So there are three important aspects that an adverb can describe. And those are how, well, which are the other ones?
How, when, and where.
When and where, right? Then here we have some examples, right? And I'm gonna ask to Angeles to read the first example.
They played the music loudly.
Lovely, right? So which do you think is the adverb here? Which do you think is the adverb here in this sentence?
Loudly.
Yes, of course. So, and it is describing how they play the music, right? Then the second example, Maria Jose, could you please the second example, please?
They came early.
They
Early.
came early, right? So do you have an idea which is the adverb in this sentence?
Early.
Early, right? That's the adverb in this sentence. And it is describing time, right? When. Yes, of course. So the last one, Kenneth, could you please read the last example we have?
He went inside.
He went
Inside.
inside, right? So which is the adverb here?
Inside.
Inside, right? And when we mention where, we're talking about places, right? And when is time, and how is what? Away, right? So Are you clear with these three characteristics? Yes or not?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
let's continue then. Let's continue then. And here we have some examples, right? About some adverbs, right? Now, but today we will work in the practice book, right? We will work in the practice book, and let's look for the page. Let me see. Page 235. 235. 235. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Yes?
Yes, mister.
Yes, Christian is ready. And what happened with the rest?
Teacher, I didn't listen what page.
235, Glenis. Sorry. So in this page, guys, we have actually, right, the explanation that we already discussed, right? That we have an adverb, that we use three characteristics, right, in order to describe something, right? The first one is how, and the second one is when, and the last one is where. Yes? Can you listen to me, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
let's continue. Hello, Hillary. Welcome. Okay, Hillary, we're working in our practice book, the journey, page 235. So get ready, hurry up. So guys, and then here we have some sentences, right? We have some sentences in order to develop them. Yes? So, Glenis, could you please read the instruction about the activity that we are gonna do right now?
The square.
No, the square we already discussed it. The other one, the instruction of the activity.
Underline the adverb in each sentence. Write whether the adverb tells how, when, or where.
Yes, of course. So we're gonna write. We're gonna what? Underline the adverb, and then we will decide, or we will identify if it is where, when, or how. Yes. So, Bayran, could you please read sentence number 1?
Nola hoped that she would go her far in her career as an
Bayran, could you please read appropriately, please?
wait,
Read again.
Nola hoped that she would go far in her in her care
Career.
in her career as an engineer.
Engineer.
As
So,
an engineer.
which is the adverb in this sentence, guys?
When
I hope that she would go far in her career as an engineer. Which is the adverb that we can find in this sentence?
how
So, which is the word that is describing the verb? Because remember that an adverb describe, right, the verb.
far
Which is the adverb here then?
hope far
Which one? Okay, let's do something. First, we have to identify the verb here. Which is the verb in this sentence?
hope
Go, right? We have
oh
here go. And then, which is the word that is describing that verb? Which is the word that is describing the
Far.
far, right? Far. So the word far is
Verb.
the adverb, right?
The
So
adverb.
now, which kind of adverb it is? How, when, or where?
How?
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 No, come on.
When? When?
Where, right? Because we are talking about place. We are talking about a place because he is telling us far, right? Far away. Number two. So the number one is where, right? Number two, Miguel Avila, could you
Where
please
or
read number
when?
two?
Mister, when or where?
Where? Miguel Avila, read number two, please.
She eagerly worked on her designs.
So she angrily worked on her designs. So which is the adverb here?
Eagerly.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. So, and which kind of adverb do you think it is? Or what this adverb is describing?
When.
When?
When? Are you sure?
Yes.
Remember that when we use the
How?
when we're talking about time.
How?
And when
How?
we're talking about time, yes, how?
How?
Mr. What is
Because this is the
eagerly?
way that they are developing or doing an activity. Yes? How?
Yes.
Number three. I'm gonna ask to Hillary to read number three, please. Hillary? Hillary, could you please read number three? Gabriel. Okay, Gabriel, read number three, please.
One day, she finally allowed her friend to look at her drawings.
Okay, so which is the adverb here?
Finally.
Finally, right?
And
And
when?
Yes.
It's when?
when, because we are talking about time.
Time.
Yes, of course. Number four, Diego Amador, could you please read number four? Diego Amador, number four, please. It is Diego Amador here or not? Yes, Diego, come on, hurry up.
He's here.
Number four, Diego. Diego, are you in the page? Are you working, Diego? Hey, come on, read number four. Diego, read number four, please.
Mr. Mayor,
Mister, you don't know the page.
No, let's wait for Diego. Are you in class, Diego, or not? Okay, Kenneth, read number four, please.
Her friend jumped ahead in the pages to look at the final design.
Okay,
Ahead. It's ahead, Mr.
ahead is the what?
Adverb.
The adverb, right? And we're talking about how, when, or where.
how?
How?
No. Where?
When, because we're talking about, that is an expression of time, right? No, sorry, where. That's the where, because that is an expression of place. Where. Number five. Are you
I
ready for
say
number
you
five,
where?
Diego Amador? Could you please read number five, Diego Amador? Cristian Menjivar then.
Se trabó, Diego, Mr.
Yes, yes. I think that he has a bad connection. Cristian Menjivar, number five, please.
She thought Nola thought eventually.
She talked, not a thought, inventively, right? So, which is the adverb
Invent,
here?
invent,
Yes, of course. Yes, of
inventively.
course. And which kind of adverb? How, when, or where?
How?
How? Yes, because it is a way that the action was developed, right? Number 6, Andrea Larissa.
Mister, what is in
Number
number
6, when? No, sorry. How?
how?
Yes. Number 6, Andrea Larissa, please.
Nola closed her eyes and soon enveloped herself at the hour ceremony.
Nora closed her eyes and soon envisioned herself at our ceremony, right? Which is the adverb?
Inventioned.
Which is?
Inventioned.
No, that's not the adverb.
Soon.
Herself.
Soon, that's the
Soon.
adverb, soon. Yes, of course. Soon. And how, where, or when?
When?
When, right? Because
Soon.
soon is an expression of time.
Time.
Number 7. Number 7. Let's listen to Miguel Alejandro.
He dreamed, imagined her parents saying how proud they were of her.
Okay, so which is the adverb in this sentence?
Imagine it.
No, imagine is the verb.
Saying.
Sorry?
Saying.
Dreamly, dreamly. That's the adverb, dreamly. Dreamly. And
I didn't
do
see
you
that
think
one.
that is how, where, or when?
How?
How?
How, yes, of course. The last one, let's listen to Sebastian with the last one. Sebastian?
Mister?
Yes, could you please read number 8?
Okay. Angela decided.
No, number 8, the last one.
Okay. He will.
Number 8, Sebastian. Are you working,
Mister,
Sebastian?
may I read?
Turn on your camera, please, Sebastian, and tell me if you're working or not, because I think that you're lost. Number 8, page 235.
Okay. The book comes to end.
Number 8, Sebastián ha estado trabajando.
Sí. The book comes to end.
No, Sebastián. Tell me, show me what you did. Enséñame las páginas que estaba trabajando ahorita, que estamos ahorita discutiendo.
Mister, can I read?
No, wait. Let's wait. Sebastián, could you please show me?
My Janion's photographs are existing and scary.
We are not there.
Wait, tell me, ¿en qué página está, Sebastián?
225.
35. 35, Sebastián. Okay, Sebastián, you have to complete this page. I don't know if you complete it. We are discussing it. So, Brisa, read number 8, please. Brisa?
Parece que se trabó, Mister.
Okay, Angela, read number 8.
Okay, Mr. R. Nola picked up her pen and practiced hard for her future goal.
Okay. Nola pick up her pen and practice hard for the future goal. So, which is the adverb here?
Practice it.
Which one? Practice is
Practice
the
it.
verb. Practice is the
Hard.
verb.
Hard.
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 Yes, of course. Hard. Yes. And it is how,
How?
when,
It's
or
how,
where.
Mister.
How?
It's how.
Okay, so guys, did you finish?
Mister,
So
what is the
now in your
answer?
notebooks,
Yeah,
listen
Mister.
to me. Now in your notebooks, right? I'm gonna share with you, right? Some adverbs that we have here in the presentation, and you have to write, right? 3 sentences using how, when, or where. Yes?
Okay.
Hurry
It's
up.
very
Start
easy.
working right now. Here we have a lot of adverbs.
Mister, what we need to do?
We have to write 3 of each. 3 of how, 3 of when, or 3 of where. Right?
It's very
So
easy.
it means that you have to write 9 sentences. Yes? Start working. I want to see everybody working, and then we're going to share what you wrote. Hurry up, Baden. Everybody working. I want to see everybody working. Samuel, Sebastián, please start working.
Yeah, Mister.
Did you finish? 3 sentences using adverb how. Another 3 sentences using adverbs when. And another 3 using adverbs that with the expression of where. Yes? 3 more minutes, guys. 3 more minutes.
Finish, Mister.
Did you finish?
Yes.
Okay. What about the rest?
Finish.
Okay, so let's start sharing what you have then.
Mister, I one.
Wait. So let's listen to Glenis. Glenis, please share what you have.
The 3 sentences.
No, just one. One. Choose whatever you want. Right? And then the rest of the class has to identify, right? If it is how, where, or when. Evelyn, read the sentence you have.
It's a dog there. It's a dog there.
Sorry?
To say that turn the microphone because it was a dog there.
Now,
Now, yes.
what about now?
Okay. Least run potentially for win.
Okay, so which is the adverb there? Which is the adverb, guys? Listen to Glenis. Listen. Glenis, could you please repeat the sentence? Your classmate
Least,
has to say which is the adverb in the sentence.
least run
Not
potential.
stop. If not, if you don't, guys, we will be here until you got the adverb, right? It doesn't matter if we finish at 12, 1, or 3 o'clock, right? But you have to understand. So, because you have to pay attention. Okay, Glenn, read now.
Least run potentially for win.
Potentially.
Okay, potentially, yes, of course. And it is how, where, or when.
How?
How?
Oh, yes, of course. Now, Andrea Larissa.
Mister, I'm so sorry,
Share
my
one
internet is
of
failing.
the, Andrea, Larissa, share what you have.
My friend lives nearly to me.
Okay,
Nearly.
so
Nearly.
which one is it?
Nearly.
Nearly. Oh, yes, and it is where, when, or how.
Where?
Where?
How?
Where. Diego
Where?
Samuel, okay, Diego Samuel. Diego
Mister, I
Alejandro,
want.
Miguel Alejandro then. Miguel Alejandro,
Mister, I want them.
share the sentence you wrote.
Hi, mister.
Share the sentence you wrote.
This game is very hard.
Sorry?
This game is very hard.
This game is very hard.
Hard.
Which is the adverb? Hard. Yes, of course. And it is
How?
how, where, or when.
How, mister?
Yes,
How?
of course. Okay, so now Miguel Avila.
Mister, I want them.
They play football perfectly.
Okay, perfectly, right? That's the adverb. And it is how, where, or when.
How?
How. Okay, the last person, Baden.
The dog is outside of the box.
The dog is
Outside is the
Outside of the box.
okay, which is the adverb.
outside.
And it is how, where, or when.
How?
How? No, that is not how.
Where?
Where, because we're talking about place. Yes. So, let's listen to Angela. Do you want to share with us what you have?
Yes, mister.
Okay. Let's
I bring water because I are really hard.
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 And is how.
Okay.
How?
Yes, of course. So, Gustavo, are you ready to share? Is your microphone working? No? Okay, so now the Kenneth. Kenneth and then Andrea Monserrat.
Tomorrow we will going to go to a party.
Could you repeat again?
Tomorrow we will going to do a party.
Okay, so which is the adverb, guys?
Do.
Do.
Tomorrow.
Will. Tomorrow is tomorrow.
And it is how, where, or when.
When?
Yes, for so. This is delicious, dice Gustavo. This is delicious. So, which is the adverb, guys?
Is delicious.
Mhm.
Is.
And it is how, where, or when.
How?
Yes.
How?
So, guys, we will stop here. Yes. And I'm gonna see you all in spelling class, right?
At 1:40.